So, let's see here. This makes... not very many times that Seely's missed out on his Zelda part.
One of the few ones. Put it up on the board. No, okay. All of this summer heat and, draining of time and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Granted, that'd be one thing if it were any of, anyone else, but Seely in particular, well, let's just say that therapy's gonna be a long and winding road for her.
Yeah, honestly, it seems like we've been seeing like a bunch of rare exceptions as far as this year goes. Like, for example, at the time of us recording this, we finished a look at of Rayman Arena, which is probably, as to my recollection, the only Rayman video that Ali willingly stepped out of. And now we have this.
Yeah. Also, this mass cult is growing. I'm not certain about if this is good for the land of Lorule.
I mean, not that it really matters, because they're not, as far as I'm aware, they're not really going to get in the way.
Oh, okay.
Let them be crazies that are stuck here on this side of Lorule.
Why not?
Because, like I said, this whole freaking kingdom is separated into chunks. There's no way in hell these Mascoons are going to find their way past, unless they have the same gear as we do.
They literally have no bearing on the plot either.
Oh, so they're just like, okay. So
they mean about as much to the plot as they do in the original Links to the Past.
So for now, we're gonna move forward, and James is gonna enter this house with the crazy do.
Yeah, the crazy do who, in Link to the Past, you has something that we wouldn't get till around Endgame, but you can get it here now if you want to.
It's a bomb flower, a biggin.
It's a honker.
And it's
I
ran
wonder
by
if this
Matt.
guy wouldn't mind if we even part way with it.
Hey, Matt.
Yo ho ho! Who's that? Who goes? Friend or foe? Who is it? Do I know?
Oh
God.
no. The worst of the Low Rules denizens. A rapper.
For bombs you seem to be searching. Well then, lead me to my researching.
I don't like this guy's
Hi.
handling.
What I can tell you is nothing. Sorry, I ain't got more for your mutton. I'm very tired. Sorry. Want the big bomb flower?
I actually love the idea of him just saying that and like, I'm
Lucky
sorry,
you,
man, I'm very
I've
tired.
rented that power for a one-time fee. Use it for hours and hours.
Thank goodness it's one time.
Oh yeah, the big bomb flower. Wanna know about its power?
Wanna know?
Please.
The flower blooming in the garden is a real bomb. That's it. That's it. And it's a total bargain.
Oh, fuck. You
Just
rhymed
go and
you rhymed
touch
the wrong
it.
word with
Soon
the wrong
it'll
word.
be following the bloom. Big
This
bomb
garden
flower
was
gonna
barking.
make big boulders go boom. I'm very
Okay.
tired today.
Okay. I also
But
love
be
the I
careful,
love the
just a slight scratch will make it explode. That
Right,
didn't
it's a
rhyme, but
defense.
fuck you.
Okay.
This big flower is only found here. If you're interested, kid, you'll wanna go near.
I love the implication that the antithesis to all of like Hyrule's orchestral music is rap in Lorule, like anti-Hyrule.
I mean, for all I know, this guy might just be this game's little nod to the Zelda rap from the
You
original
can stop
A
looking
Link to
so
the Past.
sour.
Ba-ra-ro.
Go, go, go! It's grown outside! Try it on out and take it for a ride!
Props to any localization team, because I don't know what the hell they had to go through
And don't
with this
give
guy.
me a flack, big bomb flower always grows back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank
Ain't
goodness.
that
Yep.
whack?
Is the creepy man done?
think
That
maybe.
is indeed wiggity wiggity whack.
But yeah, no, thank goodness. Not that I don't care for the guy. Oh,
My.
jeez.
I just blew up that Mai. Hey, Jack,
Aw.
you just blew up that Maya Mai.
Look at him go.
Oh,
up in the
my.
air. But yeah, no, you only have to buy it one time and it'll infinitely respawn. Let's go.
And even better,
Oh boy.
Oh,
you won't ever have to talk to that loony whack job just to get another.
Hey, can I
I'm
just
sorry.
ask real quick, like, did anyone,
ahead.
like, catch on to, like, the minute he started rapping, did anyone hear the door slam sound that I made?
no, I didn't hear that.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Again,
I think it was just faint enough for Discord.
Discord always cuts out, like, very sharp noises now.
You guys talk like it's a bad thing. That's what it's supposed to do as a chat program. Is like
Well,
not
it
have
is,
things.
but then it just has to go and ruin jokes that require sharp sounds.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just add it in. It's a surprise.
Well, we'll get to hear it on playback. Anyway, we just opened up the fairy fountain where you pour all your rupees away.
The great rupee fairy. I think you have to put like what 1,000 in before you get anything good, or
Yeah, I think it's around 1,000 or maybe more than that.
Thank you for the small kindness.
We gave you
kindness.
200 rupees. Fuck you.
Well, it's small to we got this.
But yeah, no, just keep pouring rupees in, and you'll be rewarded for your troubles, and the fairy will grow.
oh yeah.
A small token of gratitude.
What does it give you again?
She fully heals you for one, and she'll also give you like a few perks, like being able to capture more fairies.
Right, and I'm sure we're building up to something. Which I mean, we have a good amount of. Yeah, we have one more bottle. All right, what? No, James, they're not ready for this.
But yeah, no, this whole thing is a direct homage to the fairy fountain from A Link to the Past, like around the southeastern part of Hyrule,
Yes.
where not only was it like a fairy fountain where you drop your rupees in, it also sort of fiddled with that game's luck factor. Like sometimes you'll get great luck, other times you'll get big trouble.
Right, and it would. And yeah, and it would determine like drop rates and stuff, and oh geez, more.
Yeah,
You're welcome, by the way.
this is where enemies
You're
get
welcome.
really
Thank you.
fucking annoying.
By the way, you do not want to go up there if you want to spare your sanity.
Not
there you go.
Yet. Eventually, he'll have to, but not now.
Well, we don't have to. We can totally ignore it if we wanted to. But, it's the principle of the matter. You gotta show it off eventually if you're gonna do, like, a recording of it.
I mean, yeah, just to at least show it off once, and I see another rift, and already I also spotted another rift we can use, but
Yeah, which is a little higher than normal. One of the few times where you wish this Link could climb, like, Breath of the Wild Link can.
Yeah.
I've been so spoiled.
Yeah, but when it starts raining...
Alright, let's do it, boys.
No!
Baseball!
Batter up!
Ah!
But first...
Ah!
Matt, not in front of the my.
You know what? That's the sound I made when you split that thing open.
Welcome to the Octoball Derby, folks.
My least favorite minigame of all fucking time. Fuck you, Octorok Dipper, it looks like. Look at that hat.
Oh, actually, it does look like Dipper's hat. Anyway, no, but apart from the music that Seely does like, I'm sure she's not minding missing out on this at all.
Oh yeah, no, the music for this is great. It's just...
What's up there, buddy? You want to take me on? That's why you're staring at me like that. Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
And then there's another masked kid down there, and hey.
Shut up!
I tried to smack him, it didn't work.
Okay.
Okay, I heard
30
that
pitches.
slap. Jesus.
I'm surprised it took 2 slaps to shut him up, but yeah.
That's not a bat, Link.
It's close enough.
You know what? Now it ruined the joke on my end, because I didn't hear any of you guys slapping me.
No, that's
Really?
how it works. So,
Well,
what's the goal?
thank you, Discord. But, yeah. Whole point of this is that you gotta slap... It's literally baseball. You gotta hit the ball and hit all the pots on the field. Only problem is... Trying to... It's a matter of... This game doesn't really give you a good enough indicator of when you should hit the ball and, like, where it's gonna go.
And
Right,
also,
because as
and
you're noticing,
also,
yeah.
and also, it says that you have to,
Ouch!
change your stance to hit the ball a certain. Yeah, that's complete fucking bullshit. The ball, it's
you
pretty
can't.
much RNG. No, it's pretty much no. Look,
Uh-huh.
it's the whole stance is to aim where the ball is going. It's bullshit. No matter what you try, the ball is just fucking RNGing with you.
Well,
I mean,
also,
Go ahead, sorry.
I also say, like, you can't, because I remember playing this. I don't remember ever really figuring out how to change my stance to, aside from the default there.
I was about to say,
it.
yeah, no, the touchscreen tells you, but what was I
That's
gonna
it,
say?
right there.
You know what would have fixed this minigame? Is if there was some sort of little cursor or whatever to show, like, where the ball will likely go.
Right, because otherwise you're left kind of experimenting with timing, because as you notice there, sometimes he'd get the angle just perfect, but because he didn't hit the ball at the right time, it would bounce right over the pot.
Yeah, and
nothing would happen.
And again, like, yeah,
Oof.
thank you. Yeah, no, I fucking hate.
Let's get going.
And the
back away.
worst part is about that minigame, it's required if you want to complete the game 100%, because getting
'cause you get
100
pieces.
rupees in the game gives you a piece of heart. That was legitimately the final piece of heart I had to get in my original playthrough, and I fucking hated it.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, the bomb can't follow us through rifts.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
it can't fit through the rift.
Though I will definitely say, up until this recording, I didn't know that whatever if you had a staff on hand, that would be your baseball bat for that game.
Yeah, I
Otherwise,
thought
they
that-
just give you a stick.
That was funny to me. Also, oh, that's why we need the bomb.
Yeah?
Yep, for this. Open the way to the Swamp Palace.
Haha!
Water Palace time.
It floods everything and it opens up. Have your hook shot.
And that's actually something I should have brought up earlier. The first area we went to, the Thieves' Hideout, it's like the one dungeon out of the lot of them. You're not required to take anything just to reach it. Every other dungeon in Low Rule, you do need a specific item, whether it be the boing stick or the fire rod or anything of the sort. Which is generally why I go to the Thieves' Hideout first, just to get that on my system. Anyway, Swamp Palace time.
So, this was where we originally got the hook shot all the way back when. But,
Also, I do like the music in this palace. It is very ambient.
I like the music, but I can't fucking stand the freaking whatever that low bell sound that you can sort of hear in the ambience.
I like it. I like that.
I'm not against
I
it, but I
never
agree that
knew
it-
you could pick up those shells.
Yep. Oh, you need to in some puzzles, if I'm correct, because like you need to use it to weigh it down
really?
sometimes. Yeah, there's like some pressure plate puzzles, but I'll agree in that, like, from what I'm hearing, James, like the bells kind of like happen very arrhythmically or whatever the word is, where like they're not.
It's
directly on
it's
rhythm.
completely off pitch, and that's why I
Right.
hate it.
I'm sure somebody's made an edit somewhere where they remove it or something. Oh,
I mean, that would be good luck to them for doing so.
I like the little bell thing. It's very
That's fine.
otherworldly.
It's other
But of
again.
course, I'm always wrong about everything.
no, it's that you're always wrong.
Nah,
Just that
you're-
it's different strokes.
Agree to disagree. That should be
fine.
the golden rule. That should be our golden rule for our whole friend circle. Agree to disagree when nobody can agree on anything.
Right.
But what
Anyway,
if
yeah. No, otherwise, this dungeon's not too bad. It's just a little time consuming.
Yeah. Actually, if you
And
don't
yes-
mind I was about to say, if you don't mind my saying, I got like a little engrossed in responding to someone that needed my help with something. What are we agreeing and disagreeing on again?
The music, just like in the background.
Oh, sounds fine to me.
Thank you,
Again,
Zero
it's
Wallet.
just that really low. It's just that really low bell that just plays every now and again.
I get you.
Yeah, I kind of hear it, but it's okay. So, otherwise, so far, what are your thoughts on the Swamp Dungeon as opposed to, like, its original counterpart like, puzzle-wise and whatnot?
First off,
I'd
this
say. Go ahead.
I was about to say, first off, this is probably the cleanest swamp I've ever seen. Like, man.
Yeah, I'll admit, when they mentioned Swamp Dungeon, I always thought this is, like, the sewer dungeon, and, like, the Swamp Dungeon's, like, in the lower left, like, where the desert once was.
Yeah, Misery Mire.
Right, that's what I always thought was, but yeah, anyway.
But otherwise, I don't think this dungeon's all that bad. It's definitely a little easier to navigate than the original Swamp Palace.
Has this, yeah, and even that, and I'd say even easier to navigate than the old swamp,
In my
not swamp,
opinion,
the old
this is-
sewer
in my-
dungeon. Go ahead.
In my opinion, which is wrong, I
Mm-hmm.
think this is the best water dungeon we've had in this series. Because
That
it's
actually
not
isn't-
as annoying as most water dungeons.
Right, I was going to say, like, that is actually a very interesting take. 'Cause I'm thinking, like, because I mean, everyone always has the bit about the water temple, and I'll admit, I dislike the water temple in Twilight Princess and stuff, but like,
Did Wind Waker ever have a water-themed temple? I forget.
The closest thing we had to that was the one in the Forest Island.
right, the Forest Island had, like, there were some water elements, but it was never like, yeah, you're never like swimming up and down, like, because you never could dive underwater.
Oh
without-
no! What am I saying? The fucking tower you go through halfway.
Oh right,
to,
yeah,
like,
because the water rises. Yeah, I know that would be the closest, like the very lower levels. And
right,
then,
the tower. I think what was it called? The Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, Tower of
And
Gods, and then
I think Skyward Sword has something like that too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
yes,
does actually.
There's a whole plot. There's a whole setting. What's the word?
Have you ever wanted to swim in the air?
that it was a cool
I
idea,
think
but
that's called flying.
boy, do I not like the idea of the tad tones because they are just way too many.
Honestly, my big problem, like, trying to think. The one dungeon that's either you get complaints about or you don't. Like I never seen anybody in between. Is the I forgot the exact name of the dungeon, but it's the pretty much the water dungeon of the. Oh, it's a good thing that thing wasn't in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's pretty much the water dungeon of Majora's Mask.
Lakebed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about that.
Again, that's definitely a case where, as Matt said, it's either they either like it or fucking hate it.
Because I've never seen anybody in between.
Right. Like, let's just say that in some ways that game's water temple is literally the problems of the Ocarina of Time's water temple twofold.
Gotcha.
Right.
Oh,
I like it. I mean, I don't know.
I still think Ocarina's is a little worse because in Majora's, at least you can fucking swim.
Yeah, you could.
Whereas in...
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Get him.
evil jellyfish.
Whereas in Ocarina of Time, it's literally just... What? You can't fucking swim in that. You can just walk.
That was the premise, I guess. Also, there's way too many jellyfish here. Get him.
Close enough.
There you go. Yeah, as you can see, the window is trying to render way too many jellies at once. There we go. Mid-boss down.
I mean, better 10 jellies than 3 yugas, am I right?
Yeah.
As we learned that one time. Yep.
Yeah, my ears never felt the same since.
I've had a couple instances like that happen during Samus Returns' recording. It was like certain particle effects or certain or especially when it tried to render, especially sometimes when it tried to render the the wavy heat ray thing when you're in the not Magmore Cavern rooms.
Right.
Other than that, I noticed that I don't know if it was the same for you.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, fuck.
You could have jumped up and get it.
You could have just hook shot it.
Use
You're
your
the one
boing
playing
stick.
the game.
Use your.
Well,
use
yeah,
your-
I'm yelling it past me.
I use my boing stick for you, Danny.
Use your whip. I think it's a not working whip.
And and then as we're gonna see here, there's a neat little new mechanic that we get to use our boing stick on. Is these? Oh, hang on. Okay. These valves.
You're a man. You're a
These
fucking
valves.
seal. How do you not survive in water?
Yeah.
Eat your heart out, Water Temple.
Water lowered, and you don't have to go to different areas of the level to find the water to turn on and off. It's just this one centralized valve. I
Yep.
think there's another one later, but
Oh yeah, by the way, I do believe it's in this temple here where we're going to get our very first
as soon as we jump over this,
mail upgrade.
Ooh.
blue mail,
Now we get to wear blue.
You're blue now.
and now you are too.
Wait, we got our mail upgrade? Man, we must be Postman Pat now.
I hate
I
you,
can
fireman.
Just say. But yeah, nice.
Remember,
Half
remember that
damage.
one time? Remember that one time where Link got dressed up as the mailman from Twilight Princess?
Yeah, it was a good time. Freaking short.
It's a skin in Hyrule Warriors.
Right.
All right.
We had to rock the short shorts and stuff.
Short shirts,
Oh,
small tank top, the works.
I'm trying to think. Since you mentioned-
Every Link fangirl that day had a field day. That's for sure.
I'm trying to think. As far as Hyrule Warriors goes, was Hilda and Ravio the only people from Link Between Worlds that were representing in that game?
Yeah.
Not Hilda.
Oh,
yeah, just-
Yuga.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
my
you
bad.
guys.
Yuga and Ravio were used.
Oh wait, I thought Hilda was in that.
She wasn't. I know there was a skin for Zelda that gives her similar colors to Hilda. They didn't go deep enough though, because they forgot to give her the Lorule symbol.
Right.
Oh,
I did love Yuga in that game though. He was a lot of fun.
It was neat that they it was neat that they brought back. So it
From what I heard, apparently Yuga's one of the more broken characters in the game.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll ask, depending on if we want to ever try, because I don't know if Citrus ever going to support net play or anything like that. Is Hyrule Warriors considered a sequel to this game or a spin-off?
No.
Hyrule Warriors, it's a spin-off of the entire series.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, so sorry. I was thinking of Triforce Heroes, my bad.
Oh, okay. Triforce Heroes has literally absolutely no characters from these games in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's its own separate beast.
It does carry a lot of assets and some character models and whatnot, but for all intents and purposes, it's its own standalone story.
Right, it just uses the
Even though I do still remember, like, I don't know who at Nintendo said it, but apparently they tried to say this is the same Link from A Link to the Between Worlds. Like,
No,
are
it's
you fucking
not.
blind? It's Toon Link.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the box art gives that away.
Right, there's like, it's like a different color and stuff. And he has a different hair color and everything, I thought.
And not only that,
And
but
it's 3 of 'em.
you're not even in fucking Hyrule in the game. You're a completely different world.
Right, so I guess at that point it's the same, it would be the same thing, and it would be maybe a similar case where, like, Spirit Tracks has nothing to do with Wind Waker or Phantom Hourglass.
Spirit Tracks does, because it's technically a continuation of the story from Phantom Hourglass, which in turn is a continuation of Wind Waker's story.
But it's not the same Link.
That one was more direct about it. Like, hell, there was fucking old man. What was his name? Mako?
Yeah, Mako.
Oh, right, who was, and I think Linebeck was there.
Linebeck, a descendant, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, a descendant of Linebacker was in Spirit Tracks.
Right, and
Now,
then,
and a descendant of Gonzo as well, who looks exactly like him and sort of became a meme in Smash Brothers.
aha! I run the train. It's very plain. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I want to keep going forward with this. But yeah, no, I do want to look into and see if one day it's even feasible to do Hyrule Warriors,
Triforce Heroes.
Triforce Heroes, because we already
Yeah.
did Hyrule Warriors.
I mean, I would like that, and technically there is a way to technically do net playthrough natively.
Oh,
Because they do have their own netplay servers that you could access, and I do believe there are some that I think you can either make or are just straight up dedicated to Triforce Heroes.
then I think we have a new thing to test out and see how well that works.
I'm not
later
going
down
to
the
be
line.
part of that.
Eventually.
You don't like it?
I didn't like that game, no.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm
never
sure
finished it,
Sealy.
but... Excuse me?
Go ahead. Well, then in that case, it does sound like. I mean, Sealy would definitely want to be involved in it. And
Yeah, because I think me and Sealy talked about how, like, we both never got around to finishing it, but would really like to one day.
then honestly, that's something that if I could get it working, seeing how well it works, I wouldn't mind like sitting that one out and letting James hype and Sealy tackle that.
Oh, that's right, because it's a 3-link adventure. Or I
Right,
guess
and I
there's
mean-
more than 3.
For what it's worth, though, I mean, the only real damning thing about that game is more so the single player aspect than anything. Because playing it multiplayer, it's a ton of fun, assuming you're not playing with strangers.
But oh boy, is the AI weird when you're on single player.
Yeah, basically...
More like, you mean weird? You mean non-existent?
That's
Yeah, that...
Yeah.
It really is one of those things, because it's like... I'm one of those people that feel like games like Triforce Heroes do have a place, because, I can definitely see myself having fun with games like this, but I can understand how, like, because there are some people that are more dedicated to single-player experiences, how it would really not appeal to them the slightest.
Yeah.
Aha.
I mean, it's a shame too, because it does. Again, it's a game. It still works off the same framework of this game, which I've said time and again is my favorite Zelda game of all time. So naturally, I was fucking ecstatic when I heard the news about that game.
Right,
It's
because you use
just
the
that-
same engine, I think.
It does. Same engine, same assets.
Yeah.
Damn
okay.
near same sound effects.
All right then. But then the whole link swapping stuff if you're on single player
By the
and
way,
kind
hey.
of
Yeah. That, and of course, you need. If you're gonna play multiplayer, obviously get it with friends who own the game as well.
right.
Honestly, I'm just wondering now, like, how long it's gonna be till the native game itself discontinues the online play, because, well, the 3DS itself is discontinued.
Yeah, and sooner or later the servers and eShop and
That-
stuff
that's
is
my-
it is still up to
Look,
this day. The eShop is still available. What's up?
That's my big problem with just online games in general. It like specifically co-op and online games. I'm not a big fan because eventually the servers will go down. So what
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
no.
point?
Right. No. As far as investment goes,
I mean,
go ahead.
I'd say it depends on how long that it lasted, because there are some games where I think they've had their run, like say like Triforce Heroes or even Splatoon. But then you get other games that are kind of just one and done deals, like Dr. Mario, where it's like, yeah, I'm not really gonna miss it once it gets discontinued.
But
It's
otherwise,
November.
I do see the concern that Matt is bringing up, where like as far as the return on your investment, you will eventually have just not right away. The idea is that, you would play it before that happens, but eventually, years down the line, it will have been the equivalent of you literally tossing your money into the gutter because the thing that you bought is no longer yours.
Well, hey, guess what? That's just like buying like 5-star food.
Yeah, I mean, that's also true. I mean, it's the experience at the time, but yeah, it's a whole...
But my problem is, like, just... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of, like, constantly online games and all that.
I do think it depends on the scenario. Like, for games like this,
Argus.
absolutely not. But,
Is that Argus?
Maybe?
Usually Argus is the dude with all the eyes.
I guess it is, but yeah. Same rules apply. Just keep using your boing stick on the eyeballs, kill it, and then just eradicate them, and then the jellyfish right there is going to get angry.
A classic.
Oh boy, there you go.
I don't think I'll admit, I don't think I fully understand his strategy here. Where now he's throwing his shield at you.
Now that I think about it, could have put more thought into this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but otherwise, this boss is no threat.
Yeah, it doesn't look like no threat.
But yeah, so like I don't know. Well, it's why like I'm not a big fan of like people try to get me into MMOs, and I'm like eventually I'm not going to like play it anymore, and it's just going to kind of die out.
Yeah,
like this.
I mean, that's also why they have their some of them have their subscription service anyway, so that you don't have to keep paying for it if you're not going to keep playing it.
Right. Also, I don't think I brought it up yet in this commentary. I love that, as you definitely were hearing there and in the last place, I'm sure. I love the attention to detail of having the bosses make the same sound that they did in Link to the Past, like the meaty ooh.
It's a cute detail, and yeah. Pretty fish lady.
See,
it's kind of a blessing in disguise. She still has her smooth gem on her. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd be very awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'll fill in. I haven't voiced anybody yet.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alrighty.
Once more, you've come to my rescue, Linguine.
Okay, I thought you were going to do a parody voice.
I was
Hey,
hoping
sugar.
you would do a parody voice.
Oh, shush. How I wish I could again reward you with a gift. Something that would calm the troubled waters of your journey. I can offer you only my deepest gratitude, and yet another task, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
You must rescue every one of the 7... Okay, you writing this down? You're gonna need a whole list of... We're doing it.
What? We have saved... Osvaldo over there is just going, hello!
I told him...
knows!
Just have him cut in yeah, don't worry, I told him the whole thing.
I filled him in.
Even though...
Listen, it's
Nose?
part of our union. We're contractually obligated to say this every time we get rescued. I know it's a bit redundant, but hey, as long as it puts food on the table, I'm willing to stomach it.
I'll be damned if I'm going to be held liable for not informing him of his quest.
So yeah, that's another one of the sages freed, and oh, that's right. Every once in a while, we'll cut back to a Hilda here.
I will also fill in.
Okay.
Sorry, Seely.
Oh, lovely Zelda. What is it like to be a princess from a kingdom blessed by so many happy endings? Once upon a time, Low World was such a place. Once, but no longer. Low World was just like Hyrule.
I saw skies
So
of
very
blue.
beautiful.
It's a limb fish.
It's fine.
We have need of a hero, and your Linguini is superb. We all deserve a happy ending, don't we? I can only hope that Linguini is victorious. He will be.
Seely's going to fucking kill you.
No, I was thinking...
Victorious he will be, or so help me.
And on that note, James, I was thinking of
He will be. He will be.
But
And
no,
what I
I'm
was
sorry.
thinking more so was just like,
Only he will be the one to beat them at cheese and crackers.
So I will say, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned a few parts from now, where Logan will be commentating through a neck brace.
Is that fun?